Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Belle Collective Season 3, Episode 9. Let's go ahead and get into it. Before we do, if y'all can help a sister out and do all the things, like, comment, share, definitely subscribe. It will help out my channel to grow. And let's get into it. So, we pick up where we left off last week with Lateshia telling Cliff to basically mind his business and not tell Glen about strippers at parties. So Cliff, in his captions, say Glen is possessive because he loves her. No, he wants to control her. So he want to do what he want to do, but she can't do what she wants to do. So Lateshia blames Cliff for Glen's behavior. We know that Glen was trash before Cliff told him this information, so what? In my opinion. So Latrice catches a stray because Lateshia was like, well, Cliff control Latrice and he tell her what to do and you ain't gonna have that. They ain't gonna be going on over here. And Latrice like, how I get in this? But, it's true. But y'all are two peas in a pod. Y'all in the same boat, okay? It pot meet kettle because I don't understand. Both of y'all men are terrible, like awful. Y'all think somebody jealous of y'all relationships. Nobody is jealous of nothing y'all got going on. So Cliff tells Lateshia to step up and be the wife Glen wants. Meanwhile, he can be living on a boat like a full single man, not being the type of husband anyone would want. But okay, at least you got a man now. Hoo child. So Cliff starts talking about the stripper in his inches and talking about you shouldn't be getting no 15, 16 incher. Should have got a 6 incher. Cliff, you was staring mighty hard to get all that detail, wasn't you? We knew he was looking last week. So in her confessional, Lateshia said Cliff and Latrice can't stand to see other people happy because they not happy. Girl. If all it took was for this little petty argument to cause all this arguments between you and your husband, clearly y'all had deep-rooted issues anyway. Because it shouldn't have took you throwing $3 at a stripper to cause all this. Lateshia acting a little fake. She been acting a little fake all season. I can't wait for the reunion because she sure did have a lot to say behind Latrice's back. So Marie comes out while they, everything is settling down. She starts, showing her BBL cakes again, shaking them from left to right, telling people to touch them. I need Marie to get a man because what's going what is happening, okay? Somebody dust those cobwebs off because Marie, she gonna say her booty is real. Ain't nothing fake about her. Girl, that booty just as real as that new nose you got. But all right, go off. So Aikishia and her husband are in the next scene eating some good southern food. Well, I don't know what he was eating, but she was eating some good southern takeout. And they discuss their proposal for Ferris Street over their lunch. We haven't heard Lakeisha mention Ferris Street in like 2 seasons now. I thought y'all was doing this together. Is she still a part of this? So Aikishia is having a holiday mixer, heavy on the holly, because that's her maiden name. She says it over and over again. We get it. We got it. Everyone will get to see shut down Ferris Street. So Lateshia and Latrice go. They go to a tennis lesson. They dress for the part. They look cute. Afterwards, they got to go pick up the balls. The lady told me, y'all got to clean this mess up. If I'm paying you for these lessons, clean up shouldn't be a part of it. Like, get somebody else to do it. But Latrice said the only balls she picks up are her husband's old saggy balls. Yuck. So we have to rehash our stripper gate again. And Lateshia said Glen was looking at the stripper as well. And was. Latrice said she gonna stand by her man no matter what. My man, my man, my man. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I'ma stick beside him. Honey. In her confessional, Lateshia insinuates Latrice tolerates mistreatment because she wants to maintain a certain lifestyle. Okay, I mean, that makes sense for her, but why are you staying with that dog you got? Well, okay. So Aikishia spends time with her sisters and her sister cousin, and they talk about the Bells. I wonder how old Aikishia is. She looked like she a little bit older than her cousin, than her husband, but Clearly she's the baby when it comes to her sisters. I'm about to look it up. Maybe close to 50. What y'all think? Anywho, that's neither here nor there. They talk about the Bells and she giving them the rundown because the only Belle they met was so Gucci. So she mentions Tambra, and they was like, "Oh, that's the one with the high pitched voice." And one sister was like, "Ying, ying, 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 ying." No, no, no. That's one of her voices. Her regular voice ain't. It's okay. It is all right. So she tells him Lateshia said that she stole her Fair Street idea. And she was like, I've been working on this. Maybe you were. But let's not act like Lateshia wasn't talking about this all season one. And then you came in on season two acting like this was your idea and this is our first time hearing about it. That was the whole premise of the show. So JJ and Willie become good friends. They get together to shoot pool. And JJ tells Willie that Glen is an aspiring rapper. I couldn't hardly tell what was going on with all them gosh darnest that JJ kept saying. Lord, please find a new word. Hey, you done wore it out. You wore it out. So Willie took the words right out of my mouth. He said Glen is too old to be rapping. We got enough rappers. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. He right. So JJ being fake, laughing like he wasn't in the studio bobbing his head and singing along. Anyway, these men just as bad as they be talking about all the women. The men just as bad. Probably worse. So JJ brings up the Jamaican stripper. And Willie said, you got a stripper for your wife? Why? And that's what I want to know. That's exactly what I was thinking when the stripper came out. I said, what? I mean, out of all the things I thought he was about to bring onto that stage, that wasn't one of them. So JJ said the bells got loose. And Willie said, my wife was turning up? And JJ said, nah, she was in the cut somewhere. And he said, I know she was. It's giving Glen energy, okay? The husbands aren't liking this stripper. So JJ brings up Cliff telling Glen, and JJ said Glen was staring at the dancer more than the women was. He was staring him down. And we know. Cliff, you need to come to the front and explain why you were staring at that stripper so hard. But anyway, so Willie and JJ talk about, well, Willie was saying in his confessional how great JJ is. He'll give you the shirt off his back, this and that. That's good and all. But JJ and Cliff were good friends as well until they wasn't. Unbeknownst to Cliff, because he ain't said nothing about JJ all season. Seemed like it's a one-sided beef, if you ask me, that should have remained between the Bells. So Tambra links up with Lateshia. Lateshia apologizes for meeting up. She's like, I'm sorry for meeting with your fiance. She was like, he was never my fiance. And again, he was never my fiance. And Tambra said they only dated for a few months. It don't take long for craziness to come out. It don't take that. It take about 3 months for them to show you their true colors, okay? But by that point, they done love bombed you and everything else, and now you in too deep. So Lateshia said in her confessional, it's hard to be friends with someone so secretive. Well, clearly she's private for good reason. I wouldn't tell y'all nothing either. Lateshia asked Tambra if she's still in a relationship with Damon. And she was like, yeah. And she's like, you still living with him? And she was like, yes, we are. And then she was like, oh, I mean, I don't know. I ain't know. And Tambra was like, I mean, it wasn't a secret, but all you had to do is just do what you just did. Just ask. So then Lateshia said, you pregnant? And Tambra was like, what? Yeah, word on the curve is that Tambra is pregnant. I heard that weeks ago. I wasn't sure, but then I looked on Instagram and I said, I think I see. Then she was drinking that water last week. It might be. It might be so. She ain't answered the question. I heard Latrice was a few weeks back, possibly as well. So, if Tambra is, I know that's what she said she wanted, so I hope so. If Latrice is, girl, I'm going to just wish y'all blessings on that baby if it's true. So, it's time for the Holly party or mixer or whatever. And Marie walks in, sparkling with some sparkly hat on. Latrice gonna say, Marie looking like New Year's. So we see Melanie, my fellow tall sis, for S last week, Melanie this week. We need y'all on there a lot more. Good to see you, girl. She looking good. They talking about how she got her girls reduced, and they spend a lot of time on that, like a little bit too much time. Like what's supposed to be happening on Fair Street. But who cares about that? Lateshia arrives late. And Cliff acting grumpy and like he got an attitude like Lateshia, his wife. So Marie started talking ish about Latrice behind the back. Latrice comes up to hug everyone goodbye, including Marie. And Marie being all phony, talking about, oh, I get a hug too. You and Lateshia, enough with the fake, nice, nasty stuff. Stop it. Stop it. But the episode was pretty good for a filler. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Be sure to check out my other content. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.